Most of us have been there before. If not, you more than likely will be at some point. Palms are sweaty, mouth is dry, hands are shaking, and you sit there being judged by a group of people who hold your future in their hands. Interviews. Probably one of the most stressful things that we'll face as adults, and just recently, I was sitting in front of a board of 6 people doing one. A budget analyst position opened up at my base, and the description of the job basically described me. Unfortunately, the requirements to fill the job made me ineligible to even apply for my dream job, the first time around that is. See, all the applications have to go through state first, and nobody came back qualified the first time. The position reopened, and I finally was able to apply the second time. I put more effort into that application packet than I put into another job in my entire life, just so that I can make sure I came back from state qualified to interview. I'm proud to say that my hard work and determination to not count myself out got me an interview and then later the job. Today, I'm going to share with you my experience with preparing for the interview and some of the obstacles that I faced. First, how I prepared for the interview. Once I had my interview scheduled, I started my interview process right then. First, I contacted people on the base who had similar roles so I can see what some of the duties were for the position. I completed some of the training that I'd have to have if I did get the job. I met with the supervisor so that I could see what his requirements were for the person that he expected to have. And I also got a hold of the person who had it before I did to see what she did on a day-to-day basis. At times it was challenging to not get discouraged because the odds were not in my favor. Since I told you what I did to prepare, I'm now going to explain a few of the obstacles that were in my way. I was the underdog in the situation, and I knew that from the beginning, but instead of letting it defeat me, I just knew that I had to work that much harder to get the position. The job was in the airplane maintenance squadron, which I wasn't even in at the time. Nobody really knew me, so I didn't have any buddies on the interview board. Plus, I'm young, and the job is pretty heavy with responsibility. So now that you've heard the obstacles that I had to face and the preparation that I put into the interview, I hope you see why I'm so grateful that I did get the job in the end. My first day at the job was 3 weeks ago, and this experience has taught me to not count yourself out of the running just because you're not the one you think that they'll select. Most people were quite surprised that I did get the position because I wasn't who they thought would be picked for it. I wouldn't let the common barriers to getting jobs like that stop me from going for it. I didn't give them any other option than to hire me. I was prepared, confident, and I took all the measures to line myself up for it. Now I'm excited to go to work every day and do a job that I love.